Before I start this video, I would like everyone to appreciate that I've got a period blood splattered dress and some matching blood eyeliner and earrings. Hello, I'm Annabelle. I run the Soul Greenhouse on Instagram, and this is a video about eco-friendly period products. So I have been using some kind of eco alternative for around 3 years, and in this video I'm going to go through the methods I use and the brands that I've tried. I'm going to judge them all based on 4 criteria: how effective they are, how comfortable they are, how affordable they are, and how easy they are. And I want to say that you don't have to go all in with eco stuff. If you just want to do one eco period day out of your week, fine. If you want to do one reusable pad and then all the rest of the time a disposable pad, fine. Or a disposable pad that is more eco-friendly, fine. Whatever works for you is what's best. And in a similar vein, most eco alternatives across the board are more expensive than the mainstream kind that we're used to, the disposables. And so if you can't afford it, you don't have this luxury. That's an issue with capitalism, and that's an issue for another day. But what I'm saying is, if you are not in a place to afford these things, this video is not here to pressure you to do that. It is here to pressure you if you can afford it and you're making unethical choices. Then it's here to pressure you. Kidding. I'm not pressuring anyone. This is informative. And I want everyone to appreciate my period blood splattered dress. It wasn't even intentional. We've just ended up in a period themed fit for this video. So in this video I'm going to run through a few things. I'm going to run through menstrual cup, period underwear, reusable panty liners and reusable pads, biodegradable and compostable pads, all that good stuff. But I will give shout outs to what I've never tried, things like a reusable period disc, free bleeding, reusable applicators for tampons, biodegradable tampons. I'm not a tampon person. All of these, probably fab, never tried. Kind of want to try the disc. So, up first we have lovely menstrual cup. This is a Mooncup. And I will advise that you do your research on what menstrual cup to get, because I did not do that. I went to Boots, saw a menstrual cup, thought that's cool, and bought it for like £22. They're very small. They're little flexible guys. With caring for it, in between taking it out, putting it in, you just rinse it with cold water, and then in between cycles, although I definitely don't do this every cycle, you're meant to boil it. These are pretty divisive, I will say that. I have lots of friends who've tried them, big mixed reviews. I personally am a fan. I'm lazy, and these are fantastic for that. You can leave them in forever and it's fine. I don't advise that. Don't do that yourself. Remove it after 12 hours. Remove it after however long I want, really. Which is fantastic, especially at the end of the period when I can't be bothered with it. I just leave it in for like, oh god, do I leave it in like 48 hours sometimes? Anyway, lovely, but does require getting used to. Difficult to start with. You need to find your preferred technique for insertion and removal. That takes a while. You also need to get the knack for getting the seal right and getting the positioning right. If the seal isn't properly done in there, it can leak. If it's sitting too low in the vaginal canal, you can feel it. You also need to trim the stem. I went like the first period without realising that the massive long stem was not meant to be sticking out of me, or meant to trim that. Things to note with menstrual cups are stuff like, you can get the clear ones like this, but they discolour, perfectly normal, they're meant to do that. And also, you will get blood on your hands, which is fine. Like, most people don't really mind that. It's your own blood, it's fine. But if you don't like that, this is not for you. If you have a super heavy flow, you need to change this quite often. I don't use it on my first day because I can't be bothered to change it like that. So I use it second day onwards, really, and you can swim in it. That's a big plus. So, rankings. Effectiveness, I will say 4 out of 5, but 3 out of 5 with user error. And there will be user error. Is it comfortable? Once it's in, can't feel it. Perfectly comfortable. The only discomfort is taking it out or putting it in. Depends on how you feel about it. Some people don't mind. I personally get vulva pain on my period, and so anything touching my vulva is a bit painful. So yanking this in and out, not ideal. Depends on the body, depends on the person. Affordable. How affordable are these guys? Well, very honestly. I would say 4 out of 5, and I'm knocking off a point because upfront cost is quite a lot. However, they last years and years and years, and the amount of money you save with the stuff you're not buying, if you get on with it, that is, 4 out of 5. Lovely. And last but not least is ease. So I'm going to go with 3 out of 5. It does take a bit of trial and error. It takes some patience and some getting used to it. We'll bump it up to a 4 out of 5 if you've got patience. I realise I've just been waving my menstrual cup at you. There we go. Oh, and it comes in a nice little baggie, which we appreciate. Next on the reusable theme, they are packed up into little parcels, but we have a reusable panty liner, reusable pad. These are Ecofemme and Earthwise. This is the panty liner from Ecofemme in blue, and the blue matters. Tell you why. I used to work in a plastic-free shop. I bought these there. I had to learn a lot about them to sell them. With the Ecofemme ones, they have all sorts. They have other pads and all things. I got the panty liners because I was caught out on my period one day at work and I had to buy something, and these came in a pack of 3 for £11, I want to say, which was kind of the cheapest per item that there was in the shop at the time. I do not regret it. These are one of my favourites. The blue is because it has a layer of PUL, polyurethane layer, I don't know, something like that. And then the ones with the purple on the inside don't have that. Now that layer makes it leak proof, which is awesome. Love these guys. Both Ecofemme and Earthwise give money to charity. Don't know if Mooncup does, but most menstrual cup brands do. Look into that when you buy them. The Earthwise ones, this is in a size medium, they are around £4 each, and then the pads of the Ecofemme are like £8 each. So big price jump, but noticeable. The Earthwise pad, yeah, it's the cheaper one. I personally think this rubs a bit and slight chafing. It definitely dries out my vulva. It's like thick and a little bit nappy-like, but it still works and I still use them. I just much prefer the Ecofemme ones. The Earthwise one is like fleece, and the Ecofemme one is more just a fabric, just a cotton, maybe slightly musliny, but definitely better. And I didn't think it would be. I thought the fleece would be better, but I was proved wrong. The price did actually have a lot to say. As you can see, they are foldable, so once you've used them, if you're out and about, you can just fold them up like that, pop them in a wet bag or just like somewhere. When you get home, you can just put them in the washing machine and wash them. I put them in this mesh bag, which I got from Tiger for like £1. I just pop them all in there along with my reusable like makeup remover thingy-my-bobbies. It just goes in the washing machine like normal. Yes, you can see the blood on them when they go in there. Doesn't bother me. If that bothers you, reusable stuff is probably not for you. If they have slight stains on, the same way that your underwear might, then you can use like bicarbonate of soda. That works really well to just get the stains out. So, rankings. Effectiveness. They work the same as a normal pad. If a normal pad is a 5 out of 5, I'd give these a 4 out of 5 because you do get the occasional bit of shiftage, but nothing too major. Still a 4 out of 5. For comfort, this one majorly depends. I've already talked about it a bit, but I'm going to give it 5 out of 5, 2 out of 5. There's loads of brands out there though. I'm sure there are loads that are more comfortable than these guys. In terms of how affordable they are, I'm going to go 4 out of 5, same as the Mooncup. Yes, it's an investment up front, but you do save a lot of money on the disposable pads you're not buying, because these last years. And last but not least, ease. 5 out of 5. Easy as pie. Never had an issue. I thought I'd just show as well, this is my little sachet thing that I take my reusable pads around in. When I'm done with them, fold them into that little parcel shape, pop them in there. Perfect. While we're on pads, let's talk about my favourites. The godsend that is Flo. Flo pads are completely bamboo. They are the softest, most luxurious, just vagina hug that you could imagine. It says natural, eco-friendly, ultra-absorbent, breathable, silky, soft. I didn't make that up, it says silky with 3 Ys. I got these in Boots and they are just under £3 for a box of 15, which is 10 day pads and 5 night pads. The box is recyclable, the wrappers of the pads are compostable, which is awesome, and obviously the pad itself is literally made of bamboo, so 5% of the profits from Flo go to charities that fight period poverty and female genital mutilation, which is amazing. These work out to be around 20p per pad, maybe a bit under even. Did I mention they're vegan and cruelty free? Me wasting storage and battery life on working out this little resealable flap on the Flo box. Am I just being an idiot? Oh my god, I am. Love it. Flo, you just outdo yourself. Oh, that's so nice. Just... oh. So let's zip through the ratings for this one. Effectiveness, 5 out of 5. It's a disposable pad. They are effective, we know this. Comfortable, 5 out of 5, 6 out of 5. For affordability, I'm going to say 4 out of 5 because yeah, they're more expensive than a normal pad, but it is so worth it. And lastly, easy, 5 out of 5. Eco-friendly, silky soft, charitable, disposable pad. Next up is another eco-friendly disposable pad. So this is Owner or I'm Owner. Never really sure what it is. The Instagram is I'm Owner, but I think it's just Owner. Anyway, they are pads and they are disposable, but they're not as good as Flo. And I'm sorry to say it because I do love the brand. They do all kinds of other cool period stuff like CBD oils, but pads are just not the one. I've got 2 packets here because I thought these were plastic and I was like, ah no, this is not what I wanted, but both of them say on the back 100% compostable, which is just what we like. Compostable is even better than biodegradable. This one had the pads in, this one had the oil in. I'm not going to talk about the oil today. There is a whole sob story behind that. Me fumbling around at 2 AM and a whole bowl of oil going down the sink. Goodbye £20. Anyway, pads. It is a subscription-based service, which I personally don't love, but if that's your jam, this might be for you. There is literally always a deal on. There's friend codes and you get your first box free, and if you sign up they're always sending you % off discounts and all kinds of stuff. It's just that the kind of sticky part, it's not like that reliable. I once ripped it off too quick and then the pad didn't have any sticky on it. Sometimes half of it comes off. Most of the time the sticky bit on your pants, not sticky enough, you know. Not fantastic. And also, they just feel like a regular pad, but they're a lot more expensive. I do love that the wrapper is compostable and the pad is biodegradable. That is fantastic. Obviously a lot better than the kind of plastic that we are throwing in landfills. Oh, landfills. Fun fact, did you know that someone who menstruates, if they use reusable period products, they throw 11,000 period products in the bin in their menstruating life? Let's not go down that rabbit hole. The top sheet is organic cotton. They are vegan. The cost varies a lot because it's £4.30 for a pack of 6, but £5.90 for a pack of 12, which makes them range from around 70p to around 50p per pad. Bearing in mind, we thought Flo was expensive and she's just under 20p a pad. Let's just get straight into ratings. Effectiveness, it's a pad. But the stickiness issue, I'm sorry, I've got to give you a 3 out of 5 because the other pads are 4 out of 5. It's got to be 3 out of 5. Also, if we're counting effectiveness as how well it works, if it doesn't get to you in time, not effective. Comfort, 4 out of 5, pretty standard pad. Affordability, expensive, not economical, 2 out of 5. Last of all, is it easy? Of course it's easy, it's a disposable pad, 5 out of 5. I'm sorry, I promise I do like you. And last but not least, period pants. I have 4 pairs and I got all 4 for £18. That is stupidly cheap. It was a random brand that was advertised to me on Instagram called Tulip Cup, and they work fine, but I've not tried any other brands because I got these so cheap. I don't want to spend, what is it, like 35 quid on one pair of Modi bodies, whatever? Not my jam. But I do hear good things about all of the mainstream kind of period pant brands that you hear, and I think Bodyform sells some in like supermarkets now, which is fantastic. We love that accessibility. But I'm just going to be reviewing these Tulip Cup ones. So first and foremost, most period pants have a black, what's called gusset in the middle, which means you can't see the blood. Even after like a whole day of wear, you literally can't see anything. They look the same before and after, and when you throw them in the washing machine, you wouldn't know the difference. I don't know what kind of witchcraft is in here, but I'm all for it. And I don't know if this is just a Tulip Cup thing, but these take forever to dry once they're out of the wash, and I'm assuming you can't tumble dry it. Correct me if I'm wrong, can we tumble dry our period pants? Doesn't seem like a good idea. I'm going to stick to air drying. It does take a while. Who really cares? My next period is in a month. There are so many brands on Instagram that sell much cuter styles as well. Some have like mesh cutouts, bit velvety bits, different colours, all sorts of things. If you're someone who likes to feel a bit cute as well as be on your period, there's nicer ones. These are just plain, like, honestly, look at them. Let's rate these. Effectiveness. I'm gonna go 4 out of 5 because on super heavy flow days, or if you just generally have a heavier flow, you can fully saturate them and then you might get a bit of seepage through the bottom. In terms of comfort, these specific ones, my own fault, they are a little bit small. I got a size large because I have a tiny arse, but I probably should have got an extra large. My fault, not their fault. The actual period pant part and it as a whole, comfortable. I don't notice any discomfort because of it getting full of blood. That's a big plus. 4 out of 5. Now in terms of are they affordable, for me, bloody 6 out of 5. Bloody. I think overall, still probably a 4 out of 5. And then are they easy? Oh yes. You just wear them like a normal pair of pants, put them in the wash like a normal pair of pants. It's like you're not even using a period product because you would do that with your pair of pants anyway. It's gotta be a 5 out of 5. It's gotta be. I can't fault it on ease.
I know I said 4 out of 5 for affordability, but I'm going to change it to 2 out of 5 because I realised that these are expensive per pair and I was kind of comparing them to the Mooncup, but you only have to buy one menstrual cup and you have to buy a lot of pairs of period pants.
Oh, also what I love about these is that the absorbent part, I can tell where it is, goes right up to the waistline on the back, so at night when all the blood goes up your arse crack, it's not going anywhere. So there we have it. That was my eco-friendly period product guide, review, informative video. I'm sorry if I missed out anything that you wanted to know about, and this was just all my personal opinion. Of course, every single body is different, every cycle is different, every person who has a cycle is different. We all have different preferences, different lifestyles, different blood flows, different vaginas. All in all, I think we can safely say that I'm a big fan of Flo. I think that became clear. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was helpful. I hope that you learned a bit, and I hope that you try some things. Please follow me at the Soul Greenhouse on Instagram. Have a great day. Have a great period. Or don't, they're fucking awful.